we go. How's everybody doing tonight or today? I'm all mixed up. Hang on. How's everybody doing today? My goodness. We're still under the weather. I just thought I'd pop in. Tomorrow is going to be our regular public live in the afternoon on Life with the Wolfies. Let me say hi. Let me say hi here. Hang on. Pop out. Hey, Freaky Geek, Janet Fitton, Linda Chandler, Ms. Mary, and Minnesota Farmer's Wife. How's everybody doing today? Let me just make sure I put this on top chat or live chat so I can see what's going on. How's things in Kentucky? 4 inches of very unexpected, very early snow. We got rain. It's probably only 40. It's probably about 40 degrees here, 45 degrees. So living by faith homestead. Kirsten Niece, Sherry Leach, Brazen. Hey, how are you, Joe? I'm doing much, much better. Howie has just gotten out of bed. He's been in bed. He went to work on Wednesday, and he wasn't. When we got home from the shower, and then I got sick the Monday, and then by Wednesday, Howie was feeling sick, and he came home, took Thursday, Friday off. Then he went back to work, thought he was feeling much, much better on Monday. And Wednesday, his boss said, nah, go home. You're sick. Hey, Seashell, how are you doing, sweetheart? You haven't been well either. Oh, well, thank you, Jill. I had a shower earlier today, and I haven't put my hair up is all. But it's cool enough I don't need to put it up right now. Well, thank you, Barefoot Chickens. Vicky Lemire, Simply Jessica. Jean Kubicek. I got all my Christmas cards done and organized. That was a piece of dust you just saw float down. Lori LaFleur, Lori Lake Diorio, Madeline Barr, Rochester, Minnesota, checking in. That's awesome. Hi, Sandra. So this isn't going to be a long live stream. I just thought I would pop in and keep you posted. Howie went to work on Wednesday to finish. He had 3 jobs he wanted to put together, and I said, "Are you sure you should be going in?" And he goes, "I got 3 jobs I got to put together." He went in, he put the jobs together, and then his boss noticed he was there, and he said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Putting 3 jobs together." He said, "Well, go home." So he did. Howie came home on Wednesday at 10:30 in the morning, went straight to bed, and today he's on the couch. And, he's been living on very little, actually, alphabet soup and homemade chicken soup and water and toast. And last night I got him to eat some egg noodles with butter and garlic. So that seemed to help. 43 degrees. That's about what it is here. I just went out and mailed the overseas cards. I had one card going to Ireland, one going to Poland, one going to Australia. So I sent them out early because I don't know how long it's going to take for them to come out. But I have a stack of Christmas cards this big. Just a stack of them. And it's taken me since I got up all day until about a half an hour, 40 minutes ago when I went out to mail some stuff to get them all done. So I have one I'm missing an address for. Hey, Gypsy Mama. I'm sitting here fighting a lovely migraine. So much fun. Oh, drink lots of fluids. Look, this is just because I had a shower today, right? I just had a shower and didn't put my hair up is all. When I get busy, my hair will be up. Hey, Natalie, how are you, darling? Hi, prepping for heaven. Juliana, Madeline Barr, do I need to mail my Finland cards now? I think that would be a good idea. I just know, I don't know how. I sent my one card to my nephew and his family in Australia over a week ago, just because I wanted to make sure it got to them on time. So if you're in Poland or Australia or Ireland and you're looking for a card for me, if you get it early, my apologies. The rest, well, thank you, Lori. The rest on top for Christmas. Well, the rest I'm not going to mail out until like Black Friday kind of thing. Black Friday for my US friends. Most of the rest of my cards are all Canada, US wide. So I just put 2 stamps on the American ones and one on the Canadian ones. Hey Pam, how's it going, sweetheart? Yes, but I had an accident while walking my dog. Oh no. Did you hurt? You fell? Are you okay, sweetheart? Kirsten Niece, I have a question. Do you make flavored oils? Flavored oils. I made some the other day with garlic and olive oil and it went like solid. Well, did you use olive oil? And did you put it in the fridge? Because if you used olive oil, oh, actually, I have some decarbed medical herb that I'm going to cook in some broth. So that I have, it's snowy there. Where's here, Pam? I landed on my left side and threw out my back. Oh, Shell, honey. I know that I'm still coughing up I've still got some chest congestion. But other than that, I'm doing fine. It's Howie. Howie hopefully will be able to go to work on Monday. But he's going to have to take his holiday pay. We were saving that for Christmas, but he's going to have to take it because he missed 3 days this week and 3 days last week. So, I mean, I kept telling him, you can't get well if you don't look after it. You can't just feel better think you're feeling better and go to work. And he gave it to everybody at the body shop too. So, well, thank you, Chris White. I had a nice shower when I got up this morning, and I've been knitting. I've got I'll show you. Now, where is Oh, don't rip on me. Please don't rip on me. There we go. Sorry if you got a swath of my belly there. These are all the soaps I bought from Raff. And these are all Christmas presents. Brandied pear. Holiday spice. So there's like, I don't know, 18 bars of soap in here. And then I got those cotton balls of yarn from Aunt Jane. And I've been watching TV, I knitted some dishcloths or face cloths. I got 2 more to make. And so the soaps, not you, but the gifts I'm giving them to, the folks I'm giving them to are going to get some soaps and a hand knit washcloth and a scrubby poofy. And those are all going towards Christmas gifts. So just hanging around, and you're here. I know, I just came on. I'm not going to be here long because I want to go and melting, thank goodness. Oh, well, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a green Christmas, which I got sparkles on my skin. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a green Christmas, but then that wouldn't bother me either. Hi, Tina. That wouldn't bother me either because, we got a grandbaby coming soon, like in 5 weeks. So I just hope everybody is all cleared up. They're already talking about, they say that Canada's seen record numbers of flu, COVID, and what is it, RCV or something? Record numbers of RCV, COVID, and flu, and they're talking about mask mandates again. And well, since they've proven that the masks can cause cancer and do absolutely no good, Now, I'm not a medical professional, but these are the things I've read. That the masks don't do any good, except if you're like coughing and sneezing and there's projectile fluids coming from your body, that would slow it down. But the most of these masks have carcinogens in the lining, and I just don't understand. I just stay away from people because I can't wear masks. So that's that. RSV, right. Well, I'm not so much enjoying my Saturday as I am feeling somewhat better. Like I've got, remember the spaghetti I made? Well, I had sauce left over, so that's what we're having for supper. We're just having spaghetti noodles and sauce. And if Howie's really, really good, I'll give him some tinned peaches over ice cream for dessert. Hey, Gigi, how are you? Linda Willisden. No, they don't do anything. But that's just my personal opinion. Although it is backed up by science, I don't have the science on hand, so therefore I'm not going to produce it. Sunny Florida, glad the hurricanes are over. Thank you. This isn't a show, Leaning Palm Ranch. This isn't a show. This is just me hanging out with you guys. I don't have a show. I'm not a network. I'm not a network. I'm just me doing my things. Have you seen the videos of them making them in Pakistan? It'll make you never want to wear a mask again. My husband and I go through, I have panic attacks. You try and put a mask on me now. My husband and I are staying away from gathering, don't want to get sick. Yes, still go for groceries if good sales, but I can keep my distance and clean hands. Yeah, me too. Me too. And Howie's next pay is on the 18th, so I'm hoping he'll be able to get what little there is of his holiday pay and attach it to that. Breathe, my pasty friend. Hey, Liz, how are you, darling? Monique, hey. Anna Marie D. Oh, Cooperstown is beautiful. Howdy, neighbor. Where's Cooperstown? Is that in Arizona, or is that, I'm thinking the Alice Cooper restaurant where the foot-long hot dog. Hi, Evelyn. How are you, darling? From Germany. Good afternoon. We got snow in Missouri this morning. Stay warm, everyone, and happy open gun season. Glad you're feeling better, Bev. I'm getting there. I'm pretty much over it. I've just, this is just a little bit of sinus and chest congestion, but it's almost done. Howie will not be hunting this year. Thank goodness we have a side of beef coming, 200 pounds of beef coming, because he isn't hunting this year. So, and I've got 4 frozen chickens in the freezer. So there's going to be meals soon coming up. Like tomorrow, I think I'm going to make kind of Swedish meatballs, but with scallop potatoes. Yes, it's going to be a crock pot meal. They don't call me Bevy Crockpot for nothing. Uh-oh. Somebody's here. Somebody wants to say hello. Hi, BB. Did you tell everybody that Mommy went to the mailbox and I took you for a ride in the truck, didn't I? Let me look at your ears because you've been flapping them, so I've got to clean these after you. Oh my goodness. She's been so good. The 3 days I spent in bed, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of last week, she was on my bed the whole time. And now that Daddy's been in bed, she's been keeping Daddy warm. Hey, you've been keeping Daddy warm. Hey. You're looking after us, don't you? You're a good girl. You look after us so well. Thank you. Good thing you don't get sick. Eh? Go see Daddy, all right? All right, go see Daddy. Go see Daddy. No, don't make any eye contact. So, yeah. So what happened with the Christmas card greeting exchange is next year I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to have an email address for Americans and an email address for Canadians. And if there's anybody in the European Union next year that want to be in the greeting card exchange, then maybe I can match some folks up, right? Oh, yeah, they know when we don't feel well for sure. Hi, Valerie. Jealous of your warm weather. We're freezing in Nashville. Well, it's like 40, 45 degrees. I wore my skirt, my skort, and just a light hoodie to go do the mail. Hey, Lorsville Homestead, Chris White. They do know when you're sick. They do know when you're sick. And taking her out for even like her favorite thing to do is go for a ride in the truck because she thinks we're either going to see Briar and or go to Tim Hortons and get a hash brown, which I don't do Tim Hortons anymore. I do McDonald's because they have orange Pico D. And so Briar's better. Arthur's better. Mel's not feeling that great, but she's doing okay. And Howie's, wouldn't listen the first time he got sick, like in the first back. So now he's right back to the square one again. So, hey, Sage Spa, Carrie Ramsey. I'm decorating for Christmas. Oh, not me, man. Not me. I wait until December 1st. But there is going to be the YouTube family Christmas tree right back there where it always is. Daddy's going to bring up the studio tree from the basement. And it's going to go in the corner of the dining room because I only have the one china cabinet now, so I can put a tree there. And we'll probably get a little fat real one for the window. Even though Christmas is not going to be here this year. It's going to be probably in Peterborough, depending on how everybody's feeling. If anybody's sick, nobody's going anywhere, right? I'm not going anywhere near a baby if we're sick. So that's that. Be safe, everybody. This old lady must go to work. Okay, well, you take care and you look after yourself, all right? I'm going to do a pantry video soon, but I'm telling you, my pantry's already emptying out because we've been sick and living off of soups and broths and stuff. But I still have to make that whack of broth, right? Hey, Raph, I'm sorry I didn't make it yesterday, honey. Howie's been really sick. So he's just starting to feel better. Not even starting to feel better. He's up and sitting up and watching TV, snuggled under his blanket. But he's been in bed for 3 days. So I missed Christmas with all my kids due to the big C last year. So hopefully this year all will be well. It's something we're just going to have to learn to live with, isn't it? Right? It's just something we're going to have to learn to live with. Everybody is going to get sick sooner or later. And when you get sick, you build up the antibodies so that it's not as bad. Like mine is not as bad as it was last year. Right? Yes, I spent 3 days in bed, but that was fever and chills. The rest is just, coughing up, coughing up, coughing up. And I'm sorry there was no Freaky Friday last night. There will be, I don't know what word, I'm not up to it. And yesterday was Remembrance Day. Some people call it Veterans Day, but in Canada, it's Remembrance Day. And November 10th is the day my father passed away. November 11th is Remembrance Day. And so those are two very emotional reasons why I didn't do a Freaky Friday. I wanted to respect our dead and give respect to those that are still serving in the services, armed forces. Exactly. Did you put a light brown color on your hair, or is it just the lighting? It's just the lighting. No, look, if I put my hair up, see, when I wear my hair down, it hides the silver. Do you see the silver? Look. When I put my hair up, you see my wings. See all my silver? The only brown left is right up front here. So there's really not a lot of brown left in my hair. It's all kind of silver and salt and pepper. Well, thank you, question asker. I appreciate the prayers for sure. I'm done with jabs. I'd rather get the vid and build real antibodies. The thing is, I know someone who's fully jabbed all the way to 5 and still got really, really sick in the spring, to the point where the doctor wanted them to go to the hospital. I'm actually grateful they didn't go, because if they're still using remdesivir and ventilators for bad COVID patients, I wouldn't go to the hospital either, because that treatment we know does not work. You survive that treatment, and it's luck of the draw, right? I don't know how many Arthur's had. I know Briar's had 2. I'm pretty sure Arthur's fully vaccinated, but that's their business. Howie, I had somebody openly avoidant. Hey, Robin's Nest. Well, of course they made money. I can't get a flu shot. Last time I got a flu shot, I got the flu and then ended up with bronchitis and pneumonia. And then the time before that, I got a flu shot. The doctor recommended it because I had gotten bronchitis and said, you should really get a flu shot. I got a flu shot and woke up with Bell's palsy the next day. I don't do shots if I don't have to. Never had COVID, and I'm afraid of the serious problems it can cause. It's a really bad respiratory flu is what it is. Being a virus, you really can't do much about it. And I guess they were hoping everybody would treat the COVID shot like a flu shot, when it's nothing the same. I avoid all needles now unless I absolutely have to, because I no longer trust what they're putting in them. That's just me. You do you, right? Yeah, same here, prepping. Same here. So, I'm not a medical professional or anything like that. I just know that what my body will and will not accept. And most of it's pharmaceuticals. I have a lot, and I'm not just pharmaceutically sensitive. I'm also pharmaceutically resistant, which can be really scary, because some things will make me sick and some things won't work at all. So I'm not just sensitive, I'm resistant. It all depends on what the pharmaceutical is that they're giving me. I'm isolating for SI fusion on SI. What is that, honey? On December 9th. Already went through the house. Ma didn't go to temple because she doesn't want to jeopardize me. Not being sick for 35 months straight. Yeah, Deborah, apparently that's what we have too. That because one somebody in our family who we were in contact with at the shower got it, and they tested positive for it, and we all got the same thing. So I'm assuming it's COVID, but to me, it's just really shitty flu. As a matter of fact, I've had the flu worse than this. Yes, I was 3 days and clenched down with fevers and chills and, some upper respiratory crap. But the last time I had the flu, I thought it was 2013. It wasn't. It was 2015 was the last time I had the flu. And it was the worst flu I've ever had. It made this look like a cakewalk. The only difference between this one and that one is this one's lasting longer. Tomorrow it'll be 2 weeks. Tomorrow, Monday, it'll be 2 weeks since I got it. Exactly, Valerie. And hey, Cassandra and Lisa Hamby. And the masks. They're now proving that the masks have carcinogens in them. You know what I mean? And I don't understand putting a mask over my face and me breathing my own sick air instead of fresh air. Do you know what I did? Even when I was locked down with fevers and chills, like while Howie was at work, I was getting up, going out on the front porch to put Gracie out for a pee, and I would stand there until she was done, and I would breathe the fresh air. Breathe, my pasty friend. You know, so you're in central Indiana. You know, so all we need is, if nothing else, what I think these past few years have proven to us is that there's no controlling a virus. Excuse me for that. There's no controlling viruses. You can treat the symptoms, but there's no cure. Just like there's no cure for the flu or the common cold, right? Tornado Dorothy, hey, how's it going? I know doctors and nurses breathe through them, right? But the ones that they've been selling, like in bulk, they're not necessarily good for you. Doctors and nurses. Bev went for a heart ultrasound yesterday. I have fluid around my heart and my lungs. Ooh, Sandra, that's congestive. They call that congestive heart failure. You should be on, did they put you on water pills? Oh, Rav, give Christelle my love. Give her my love. Give her a big hug from me. Stay the hell away from us for at least another week. Hi, Skippy Jones. When they jab all the visitors coming in from south of our border, then maybe I'll consider it. For me, it's a personal battle against pharmaceutical sensitivities, right? And I'm thoroughly convinced, for me personally, if I got that jab, it would kill me one way or another. If not quickly, slowly. I had what you had 3 weeks ago. Oh, baby. Well, how's Ron? How's Ron? But, I just wanted to pop in and let y'all know that they won't make anybody. What do you mean? They won't make any south of the border get any jabs, only us lab rats. You mean people coming in from south of the border? Struggling with itchy skin from head to toe at night, no rash, can't sleep, drives me nuts. That sounds like an allergic reaction, because I know when they gave, the last time I had surgery and they gave me hydromorphone in my epidural, I itched like crazy, but there was no sign of a rash or welts or hives or anything. It was a nerve itch. So that sounds like nerve itch. Oh my goodness. Immigrants do not have to take the shot, is what they mean. Really? Oh, well. I mean, our whole emergency, the enacting of the Emergencies Act is all being, right now, is being hauled over. There's a whole inquiry going on because of Trudeau's use of the Emergencies Act, and it was totally uncalled for. It's being proven that the day before he called the that he enacted the Emergencies Act, they had already been told that there was a work in progress that they were going to work through with the protesters in Ottawa. They had a solution at hand the day before, and Trudeau ignored it and enacted the Emergencies Act anyway, which was totally unnecessary. You got to look at it this way. He knew it was coming. They had weeks and weeks of social media saying that it's coming. They're coming to your door, Trudeau. Now is the time to talk and work through a solution. But he completely ignored it, called the entire Canadian population's Well, not the entire, but anybody supporting that, where they were treated like domestic terrorists, bank accounts were frozen, all kinds of shit that could have been avoided if he had just listened to the people, which is his job, right? I had somebody turn around and say, "We don't negotiate with terrorists." I said, "I beg your pardon? Those are Canadian tax-paying people wanting to be heard. That's not terrorism." You know, it was a peaceful protest. No, it wasn't peaceful in the noise sense, but even so, they got an injunction to stop them from blowing horns all night long, so the people in Ottawa could sleep. That injunction happened. So why, because they locked Ottawa down, big deal. There were no looting. There was no looting. There was no fights. There was no fire bombs. There was none of that stuff. You know what there was? Bouncy castles and feeding the homeless with all the food that kept flooding in to feed the convoy. And bouncy castles. Do you know where the violence came from? From brutes being brought in on horses from out of province to ride people down on horses and shoot people with rubber bullets, all because we wanted to be heard. It was all everything, all of that. That convoy never even had to reach Ottawa. All the Prime Minister had to do was say, "Okay, let's talk." And he didn't. He deliberately let it get locked down Ottawa and then continue to ignore the people that were there who wanted to be heard, using that and then trampling people and using that as an excuse so he could, not trampling people, but using that as an excuse so he could invoke the Emergencies Act, which is, ridiculous. Trudeau needs to go. And this illegal sidebar coalition with the NDP, even if the NDP stops backing them, no one will ever trust the NDP again. I'm from Western Pennsylvania, and right now, nothing in the garden, too cold, and snow will come. Well, I'm actually pretty grateful for the mild weather because it's allowed me to plant. When I planted those garlic, it's allowed them to have time to get rooted and ready for the big sleep for winter. Okay, Gigi. Anyway, that's what's going on. Howie is still quite sick, but he's doing better. Hopefully he'll be better to go to work on Monday. And I'm going to make leftover spaghetti for supper, and we're going to watch some TV. And tomorrow I will be live on Life with the Wolfies at probably around 4:00. So, wanted out of Eastern Pennsylvania. Well, you know what? It's all of those world powers and higher ups, not world powers, world leaders and pharmaceutical industries and all of these things who have been bringing in and supporting a new agenda, they're actually disposable. Those are they're going to be, just the inquiry into the Emergencies Act is the first step in bringing down everything that is wrong with this country. So I have hope. I just don't believe anything the government says right now. Right? So that's just the way it is. These things take time. Dismantling and reestablishing a working government takes time. And that's actually what's going to start happening. So we are we're in a really wild section of history that we're privileged to be born in, to see just how far we've allowed them to treat us. Because make no mistake, our governments got that way because we trusted them and we allowed them to think they were gods or tyrannical leaders, and they're not. They're supposed to be hired. They're hired by us, and it's time. It's time for a new way of doing things, and we're just going to have to work at it, right? One organic 15 pounds for $81.80 and one regular turkey for $50. Holy crap. Thank you, Chris. I'm not buying a turkey. I'm hopefully going to be getting, as a matter of fact, when I get off here, I'm going to email the beef man, the farmer there where I'm getting my side of beef. And I want a standing three or four rib roast. And I'm not paying for a whole side of beef just to get hamburger and stew meat. I can get that at the grocery store. I want some roasts and some steaks and some hamburger. And once that comes, it'll be December, but once it comes, you'll be seeing a lot more fresh meat videos. Tomorrow, I'm going to make some kind of Swedish meatball scallop potato thing. Don't know if it's going to probably be a crock pot meal, but that's what's going on, right? Now I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to go and get Howie a big glass of low sugar Kool-Aid because he's been drinking water, and juice, grape juice. So I'm going to give him some Kool-Aid because we're running out of juice, and I'm going to make some supper. I walked out with no turkey, Barb. What happened? Michigan. I haven't seen a turkey. Bev, I am from Michigan, and I'm praying for all of us. We need great change, and your videos help me stock up for what is ahead. Well, I'm glad to hear it, sweetie. The truth is we may not have any control with what's going on out there, but we do have control. There's no good blaming, right, about everything that's going on. We may not have a lot of control of what's going on in our world. What we do have control over is how we react to it and prepare for whatever may come next, right? So remember that. You do have control. You have control over how you handle it, right? No sense freaking out and panicking and that. But if you feel the need to stock up, then stock up. I'll be going to Costco one more time before Christmas, just to make sure I have everything I need, right? And I'm not making broth this weekend, but I'll probably be doing it this week. So I don't have a lot of videos coming out right now because we've been so sick and Howard's been so sick, but they're coming. I'm just sorry that, I'm usually up and baking, but I've got fruitcakes to make. I've got broth to make and can. And then we've got our beef coming in, and I'm going to be doing a pantry video, right? A pantry video. And my pantry has holes in it now because that's what we've been living on. Hot ginger tea with honey. Absolutely. Always. Time for families to live together and community. Yeah, community is really important. And I know, our YouTube community is really important to me. See, I got a stack of Christmas cards this big. 3/4 of them are going to you all, right? So, hi, Alice. Thanks for the validation, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Thank you, honey. I'm already well on the mend. So is Arthur, so is Briar. It's just Howie, because he had to be stubborn and go to work. And then, of course, he was already low. And then, of course, all of a sudden, he's back down to the bottom again. So we have turkeys for 49 cents a pound. God, if it was, you know what? It would almost be, no, it wouldn't. Even if I could get them in New York, I can't get across the border because still, I'm not being allowed to travel without a without a vaccine passport, which is bullshit, right? I'm trusting my own natural antibodies. You can't, we just got to learn to live with what's going on and treat our symptoms and move forward and protect those that are elderly or infirm from getting it around us, right? Anyway, I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And hopefully I'll have a video for you on Monday. But if not, I will see you all tomorrow on Life with the Wolfies at 4 o'clock for our afternoon video. And I'll be reading some cards because I'm feeling up to it again. I'll be doing some cards. So be warned. If you think I'm doing the devil's work by reading cards, you may not want to show up tomorrow on Life with the Wolfies, okay? So 59 cents a pound, I got 2 put in the freezer. If I could find turkeys for under $1.20 a pound, I'd probably buy 4 or 5 of them. But I haven't seen a turkey under $1.88 a pound yet. But I'm hoping to. And if that's the case, I will buy some. I will make a nice big turkey at some point. And I will can the rest. All right? Love your videos and your streams. Take care from Michigan. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Cassandra. I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And hopefully we'll see a bunch of you over on Life with the Wolfies tomorrow. If you're not subscribed to Life with the Wolfies, please, I'll give you the thing. If you're not subscribed to Life with the Wolfies, you won't get notification of the Sunday and Thursday lives. I usually do lives on Sunday and Thursday. Okay? Well, thank you, Di. I'm glad I make you smile. You know, being sad is shitty. Being angry is crappy. All these negative emotions, we still have to deal with them. They still come. But in the end, smiling and finding a reason to be grateful every day does a lot to lift you out of the darkness, right? Remember that. It's all about the effort you put into being happy or sad. Remember, black wolf, white wolf? One is all the negativity and one is all the positivity. Which one you feed is how your day will go. All right? I love you guys. Take care. God bless. Again.